Our culture's newfound collective interest in further exploring the cosmos has been inspiring. But as we attempt to look deeper into the void, researchers remain limited. Telescopes on the ground are limited to a fixed location, and space-based telescopes are limited due to size constraints, not to mention cost. Though, that'll likely come down as the result of the current commercial space race. But what if a space-based telescope was modular? And what if we had a robot do the assembly in space after we blasted the components into the sky? The idea comes from researchers at the California Institute of Technology and the Jet Propulsion Lab, who have designed the robotically assembled modular space telescope. It's a concept that could lead to some extremely large floating instruments. The main features include a mirror built with a modular structure, a robot to put the telescope together and provide ongoing servicing, and advanced metrology technologies to support the assembly and operation of the telescope. Really, the robot would perform tasks that would otherwise be difficult, if not impossible, due to astronaut fatigue. One day, it could even fly unassembled components of the telescope in formation. The system architecture is scalable to any size telescope, and it could mean upgrades or even repairs that would keep telescopes useful for longer lifetimes. Really, it's not that much different than plans for building habitats on Mars. But look at that little robot spider architect in the rendering. I think it's just cool. That's the ham bone. Researchers at Tel Aviv University have developed a new temporary electronic tattoo that measures muscle and nerve cell activity on your face, and your hands and other places, but importantly your face, because it's poised to revolutionize medicine, rehabilitation, and even business and marketing research. Because after all, what good is an innovation if you can't use it to sell something? You see, focus groups and market research still heavily rely on subjective questionnaires. It's like when Nielsen sent me a journal, and I said that I was listening to NPR every morning, instead of a pair of morning DJs that go by Johnny Danger and the Biatch. Well, not anymore, as this adhesive tattoo consists of a carbon electrode and a nanotechnology-based conductive polymer coating that can identify and map your emotions. The device was first developed as an alternative to electromyography, a test that assesses the health of muscles and nerve cells. It's an uncomfortable procedure where you lie down in a lab for hours and a needle is stuck in your muscle tissue. The tattoo has promise, and it could be used to measure everything from driver alertness to improved muscle control in patients who have suffered from strokes. I mean, you see, the electrode has more noble uses, and it could lead to new insights in our emotional life. I mean, if you want in, have at it. Here's my emotional status. I'm fine. I'm always fine. That's the ham bone. Typically, when seagulls fly overhead during a day spent on the beach, you don't laugh when your child is suddenly struck with a creamy white substance from the sky. And you certainly don't encourage them to spread it all around. Well, sunscreen maker Nivea is looking to change that with an ad campaign that made a seagull-shaped drone stuffed with a plunger full of sunscreen and UV detecting sensors to create what some have called wretched, ridiculous, fun, and my personal favorite, the stupidest thing that I've ever seen. Engineers built the drone with a UV camera that allows operators to identify kids who are not wearing sunscreen. This allows them to fly the gull overhead and shat sunblock from the sky. Unorthodox? Perhaps. But not for a company that once handed out dolls to kids on the beach that suffered severe sunburns if the kids did not apply sunscreen. Just sending some mixed messages, Nivea. I'm actually surprised they didn't just burst into flames! Oh, and if you're out on the lake this weekend and your kid is on the receiving end of an unexpected application, just assume that Nivea is not in the area. All right. Okay. Get over here. Get over here. Get out! Oh. All right. Is it Nivea? Is Nivea here? Get in the water! Get in the water! Oh, are you serious? Rub it in. Ah, it's in my eye. I'm David Mantey. This is Engineering by Design. I think it's shaking. Do you shake this stuff?